So, part of our mission and goals, we have decided also to commit to all of these initiatives, including diversity, equity, and inclusion, through a couple of things. First, by recruiting diverse membership. And I'll talk a little bit more about some of our specific initiatives that we did this year. Mentorship and networking, events, as well as resources. And we've worked very hard, or at least I've tried to work very hard as the president with our diversity R&R chair, to try to have these initiatives in every event, and as part of the mission statement for the programs that we're putting forward in Massachusetts. So the first thing that we did this year was our membership initiative drive, which I know was a drive that was done nationally. But as part of our drive, we came up with a specific initiative called Educator Membership Grants. And you can see this flyer to the side. These grants specifically were to help encourage diversity in our membership by encouraging Black, Indigenous, and people of color to become members. Also, we opened this grant up to educators and directors experiencing hardship due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And we also had this for any first-time members of ACDA. As far as recruiting leadership, again, I feel like the most important thing is first to create a diverse membership, and representative membership, and then also by creating a representative and diverse board. Again, this is my first time serving as president, although I've served on the board for the past 6 or 7 years. And one of the things that I wanted to make sure is that our board was very representative of the people we are serving, and our students and ensembles that we're working with. And so I'm really excited that we have half the board is women. We have 5 to 6 members that are people of color on the board in key roles. And so that was something that was really important to me as I was creating the leadership in Massachusetts. Also, I think it's important for us to partner with our board members and also with the membership in general for recommendations. And so I always put out information for recommendations, especially to the board membership. We've actually developed a committee for the upcoming president-elect, for instance, but also in employing leadership for activities and conferences that we're planning. It's great to have a board who works in different areas of the state that can make recommendations for some of those teachers, educators, and directors that you may not have contact with. This next thing is also by creating webinars and conferences that are open to non-members. This has been something we've been able to do more of because of the COVID-19 crisis. We've had more webinars and things online. And even though all of us are kind of overwhelmed by the Zoom platform, it has been great because we've been able to reach so many more people that may not have been able to attend conferences or events in person through these webinars. So just creating webinars and conferences that are open not only to our membership, but also to non-members so that we get more recommendations, and hopefully those who attend will become members in the future. And my final suggestion is, and things that we're doing here, attending conferences and festivals and following up by reaching out to new attendees, leadership, and presenters. I find this is very helpful every time I attend something, across the state, to really get to know those people who are organizing and in leadership, those who have presented a great session, or perhaps they have an ensemble that performed and you haven't met them, to actually go out and network and introduce yourself, and then encourage them, if they are not members of ACDA, to become members. So that's what we're doing here in Massachusetts. I hope you all are well, and thank you for this opportunity to share.